Earth. Yeah, we're ready for the show. Yeah. All right, starting transmission. All right, welcome back to another Founder Sandwich Show, a joint venture of TechQuartier and Station. This time out of space. As you can see here, we don't hesitate to take the extra cost and go the extra mile to deliver you the best founder interviews and sandwiches today, even in space. So I'm very happy. I have Red with me from Parametry.ai.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Supposedly he's a doctor, supposedly he does something in space, but why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Red. I have a company called Parametry.ai, and we are doing a neutral registry to manage space collisions. And I worked all my life in the space industry, satellite imagery first, and then space operations, which brought me to Germany. Then I'm here in Frankfurt. I'm super happy to start my company here.
Well, we're not in Frankfurt, we're in space, as I said before.
Yeah, I mean, we just passed over Frankfurt.
Exactly. Yeah. So we are in space over Frankfurt. And still, space is your topic, and as always, you've watched all the episodes of our show, obviously.
Oh yeah, several times.
So there's always a creative part, how to explain what you're doing. I also had some difficulties to understand from your landing page, so we printed out some very easy symbols, and then you can just explain maybe with the symbols. You get 4 pictures basically, what you're doing with Parametry.ai and why it's necessary that we need you in space.
Oh, right. First thing is that at Parametry we are building a neutral registry of everything that is in orbit. So I want to show that in orbit you have space stations, you have several now, not just one, and you have spacecraft. I've seen a spacecraft earlier somewhere. You have actually rockets going around, pieces of rockets, and spacecraft. I'll use the core as a spacecraft.
You have aliens too, right?
I do.
No, I mean, we do have aliens, right?
In orbit?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can neither confirm or deny we have aliens.
But we have them, right? I mean, you've looked at us.
All right. So they are in different orbits, but what's interesting us is the low Earth orbit, so everything that is very close to Earth. So everything that actually serve the business around space for Earth. So observing Earth for agriculture, or telecommunication for internet everywhere.
So this is the first picture. Earth, like near Earth orbit. So there's all kinds of stuff floating around.
Yes. Very good.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. I love pictures.
You're talking down to me because you're a doctor, or?
Am I? So sorry. You're a doctor as well, right?
Not yet.
What am I doing here? What's happening is that you have different pieces in orbit which belongs to different government and different civilization eventually. And you have companies on the ground that actually monitor what's happening in space. Now it's getting more public-private, and you have more private capabilities to do that. At the beginning of the year, 2022 is a big year. Beginning of the year, you had a US hearing to tell how to guide those capabilities. Because then how do you trust another entity doing that? Because then you can have a second one that tells you that the spacecraft is here, another one that tells you no, it's here. So it's very important to know where they are because you want to predict collisions. Now I joined the game, so we're actually building a neutral registry of everything that is around. When I mean neutral, it's it doesn't belong to a country, it doesn't belong even to a private entity, so we're trying to decentralize what's happening. Imagine you have a US entity that is monitoring Russian and Chinese assets, and they are telling them, oh, you're on a course to collision, right? So you're going to collide with one another. And how do you trust that message? Because if you trust it, then you have to enter a negotiation of maneuver. And maneuvering is expensive in space.
So about coalition, so if there's a course of coalition, do satellites have a little engine to maneuver, and they can be controlled remotely, or?
So you imagine they turn very fast around the Earth. So their only course of action is going up or down. So they have little thrusters that are linked to a tank with a reserve that is finite. So the more you use it, the more it goes down. But then there's a regulation now, which is if you go too low, if you only have one move to do, is to deorbit the asset. And of course, you don't want to lose it. You know, some of them are billions of euros or dollars. So.
What's the cheapest satellite you can get?
It's kind of, I guess, like a few thousand euros. You can
a few thousand euros?
Yes, very small.
So I could get a satellite?
You could get a satellite.
Nice. Where could I get it?
The problem is that you have to operate it after that. It's, yeah.
So I can't just shoot it up and leave it.
You go online. You can find satellites.
Okay, I want to check it.
Yeah, right.
So coalition, but it's always a trust issue. Like, do I trust the American agency when they tell me my Russian satellite is going to collide? I have to pay for it, you know. So they stay clear, basically.
Pay for it or find transparent data, like open data, all those kind of things. So yeah, you never know. So what we're doing is that we're building this neutral registry, but also a consensus mechanism. First, in assessing the risk. So. Are they really colliding? With which level of confidence we can know that? So what we're doing is that we are actually fusing all the stakeholders' solutions on the ground, so that they give us the best information about the collision.
I thought then, like, the astronaut's gonna push them apart. You know, I thought that's the message of the picture.
Is it Bruce Willis?
So we will move right away to the sandwich making, and because we don't believe in strong prejudice here, you know, I got a brioche burger because I heard you're French, and then we put some fromage on it, and then we just, I don't know if it's gonna taste anything good, but you know, then we just try.
Depend on your cheese.
No, depend. Okay, let's do it then. So see you at the sandwich maker. Good cheese, man. Good cheese. How do you get good cheese in space? So you talk about anything else in space, or you want some grapes on this?
Yeah. Am I supposed to make my version for you, or
my
version?
You want to do it to yourself?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm French.
You okay with this, production team? Please take the seat. You know, maybe do the next show too.
No, don't worry.
Yeah. Can you take my shirt? Can you make my shirt?
No, I won't go too far, I guess.
I'm not doing anything anymore.
How long have you done that?
Too long.
Like, if you have bread, you have to put sauce on the bread.
It has been a hard childhood, you know, like growing up, doing startup stuff, you know. It just really triggered me. I was like, do more. Like, yeah, man, I'm just human, you know. I can't do more shows, you know. Like, give me a smaller studio. I just want to be accepted, you know. It's really good to talk about the stuff in space, you know. I feel like further away from everything. Yeah.
If you're in space, you can't talk. We won't hear you.
You know, on the show we always give the founders 30 seconds to pitch whatever message you have, you know, world peace, getting money, finding talent, pitching you 30 seconds in space.
Right.
Yeah, so just get suited up, you know, and then I'll finish the cooking, and then good luck out there, man.
All right.
Yeah. Looking forward. Are we watching here?
Fabian, can you hear me? Yes, okay. So 30 seconds, okay. So Parametry.ai is building a neutral registry of all the space assets in order to increase the collaboration into space situation awareness and space traffic management. So if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. We're looking for people able to program decentralized application, do blockchain development. And we're also looking for marketing people. So please do not hesitate to contact me, red@parametry.ai, and I'll be happy to have a chat.
Nice.
Fabian, can you hear me?
Man, that was really good. Red, you should come in and try it, but
I don't have much oxygen now. Fabian, you copy?
The avocado.
Parametry.ai. Yeah, hi. Yeah, I'm out here. No. Who am I looking for? Red? Okay. I think over there to the... Maybe... Red? Red, I see him. He's over there. Red? Hi, Red. It's great to see you inside the spaceship this time.
No, yeah, I mean, thank you for the rescue. I mean, I didn't have much oxygen left, so yeah.
You're more than welcome.
I'm grateful.
More than welcome. I'm a lifesaver, that's fine, yeah, it's all good. But yeah, great to see you on the show. Since we usually meet at TechQuartier, you're around the space like every day, I think. Since you're the expert on the topic of space, we received some questions from the ecosystem on this topic. So first one is like, who's the most well-known or important person or organization we should all know about around the topic of space who's not Elon Musk?
It depends what you're looking for. So Elon Musk, comparable to him, there's Jeff Bezos doing this other company, Blue Origin, doing much less marketing, but the rocket is amazing. It's also landing back on the Earth.
We already mentioned the name, right? Elon Musk. So I think he's of the opinion that humans should not only live on planet Earth, but also on other planets. Do you think this is going to happen anytime soon? And is it really necessary? What's your opinion on that?
Oh, this is going to happen, that's for sure. Anytime soon, I don't know. So what's happening at the moment is that you have regulations setting up things. So only few countries have rules on how to manage what's coming from space, but you have like old treaties.
What's coming back from space?
Yes. Okay. So for instance, the Japanese, they went on an asteroid, they landed in Australia because Australia had a regulation about that.
Oh, wow.
But not other countries around. So that's the issue.
Sounds interesting, but also a bit like far out of what I think is like in the near future, if you're not too much into that topic. So we also have some like down-to-earth questions about being a founder, obviously. So you in person, how do you cope with the stress of being a founder, like founding a company and also then running a company? Do you have any tips for new founders out there?
You want to show you can do something. You want to show your achievements. You want to make those achievements before a certain date. Those kind of things. So that's the kind of stress we're dealing with. But also, everybody I'm working with, I'm telling them, like life is important. This is
food
a startup.
Food is important, no?
Yeah, food, sandwiches. I'm doing this because I love what I'm doing. So I'm working with people that love the same thing. So trying to organize ourselves in a very circular way. So trying to avoiding that they take me as the boss. I don't like that. So I'm hiring people because they know what to do and what we have to achieve. So and I follow them. So almost, if you know what I mean. I'm just like trying to create the ecosystem that they can achieve those things.
Nice.
And we can do that together. Yeah.
And ecosystem is already the word that leads me to my next question.
All right.
That is like, you are not originally from Frankfurt or the region.
No.
Why is it that you chose to set up your startup here? Is it like the ecosystem or the players around you that support you? And how have they supported you so far?
Well, I moved to Germany to work at ESOG. So this is the operation center of ESA here in Darmstadt, so close to Frankfurt. And then I started to work in another European institution, and then I stayed in Frankfurt, and was like, okay, let's be European, let's make a German company. This is good. So far, so good. Around Frankfurt, you have a nice, tech and startup ecosystem, and I like it. Yeah, I like the philosophy here.
Thanks, Red. That's already it for now, and I think maybe if Fabian saved some sandwich for us, we can finally get a bite of that now.
Yeah, I guess it's here.
Do you want to go first?
No, it's fine. I guess it's good. No. Anyway, I have to go back.
Yeah, where? Fabian?
Is Fabian getting us back, or?
I thought you were going to get us back.
I haven't taken my computer yet. I don't know how to program that.
But what's the time, man? I have to go pick up my kids.
I forgot something. And my keys? Oh,